Hello everyone, today I'd like to discuss you about the controversy surrounding the Central Armed Police Forces General Administration Act 2026. When you talk about CAPF, in CAPF the total 7 forces includes. That is, the first one is Assam Rifles, the CISF, BSF, CRPF, the ITBP, the Sahastra Seema Bal and the National Security Guard. These 7 forces, commonly we refer them as Central Armed Police Forces. What is happening under this legislation is that nowadays when an IPS officer is deputed, it is by an executive order. There is no legal framework on the basis of which the deputation is governed. But with the CAPF Act, there will be an established legal framework which will regulate the deputation of IPS officers in CAPF. So what is happening in this particular act is that 50% of the Inspector General post will be reserved for IPS officers. 67% of the additional Director General post will be reserved for IPS officers, and 100% of the Special Director General or Director General post will be reserved for IPS officers. So this is the entire controversy behind this particular legislation, because the cadre officer is having no say in the top ranking positions. So why everyone is criticizing this particular act? The idea is that the Honorable Supreme Court categorically, in his May 2025 order in Sanjay Prakash and others versus Union of India, specifically held that Group A services among the CAPF officers will be treated at par with the IPS and IPS officers. And the court also directed to reduce the deputation of IPS officers within 2 years, and also directed that there will be a cadre review of IPS officers within 6 months. So again, this order, the central government introduced this bill, and now this particular bill is passed and it becomes an act which governs the legal framework for the deputation of IPS officers. What is happening after passing of this particular act? Why there is criticism against this particular act? In common perspective, we will say that what is the problem when there will be a legal framework which will govern the entire deputation of IPS officers. Earlier there was no as such framework. The thing is that it is completely against the cadre officers who are from the Central Armed Police Forces itself. They come from direct recruitment, but they are facing career stagnation. They are having no promotion in their entire, you can say that they will get promotion after 15 or 16 years of services. Despite the IPS officers, they will get like constant promotions. So it will significantly impact the overall morale of the Central Armed Police Forces, because there will be a career stagnation. Hardly a CAP officer can be promoted before 14-15 years. So this is the practical problem with this particular legal framework. Now the other important point is that CAPF officers have better understanding of the border security situations. They have handled counter-insurgency operations. They have handled terrorist operations. Also, they have handled disaster response better than the IPS officers. So those who have such a vast field experience is completely, you can say that, denied of the top level position is something which needs to be taken into consideration. It is completely against the right to equality of opportunity, The other point is that the idea behind this is that it seems like the government want more a bureaucratic control rather than allowing a professional autonomy of the institution. Stand of the center is that it will improve the coordination between center and states, and it will strengthen the federal structure. But the thing is that denial of the CAPF Group A officers, despite the Honorable Supreme Court order in May 2025, is not acceptable. And in my opinion, what I feel is that it is completely against the provisions of the Constitution, which are Article 14, 16, and I feel that the Honorable Supreme Court will intervene in this matter and pass the judgment in favor of the cadre officers of Central Armed Police Forces. Thank you.